Larks, just your thoughts on today's game and the environment in there and the productivity from the last couple of days.
Yeah, it's unbelievable atmosphere. I'm not surprised with knowing the hockey fans here in Grand Rapids, and I'm sure there's people that drove from all over the west side of the state or all over the state to come and watch and cheer us on and show us some support today. So that was really special, and something I think I'll always remember. And for a red-white game, it was a productive game, and good to get back on like an NHL ice surface and something we're more familiar with. So I thought it was productive, and I think we're tired of playing against each other, ready to get into the preseason games here.
Kind of like that does give you guys a little bit of a spark, doesn't it? I mean, when you're playing having a scrimmage like that and having 10,000 people, that helps. I mean, gives you a little bit more juice.
Yeah, it does. It feels more like a game, and I think we've been going at each other for 4 days now, and somewhat the same team, same lineups, and I think we're ready. You saw it got a little physical there, and I think it's good. It's good for our group to do that, and I'd like to hit someone else now and play against someone else and play with Patrick and Alex and Marco instead of against them.
What did you think of Finnie's play in this game?
Well, he's a very nice player. He's got some speed, young legs, and aside from that, he thinks the game very well. And it was our second day with him, and I thought there was countless foot races won and puck battles won, and he's smart to bump it to Ray and I and know that we're coming and we're looking to get it back to him. So scored a nice goal today. He's been impressive all camp.
Speaking of Finnie, you talk about you see this prospect growth like ASP and Nygaard down here. What do you think about the next wave of guys that are trying to make this team in the future?
Well, yeah, a lot of them look really good, and you see speed, you see skill. I think they all have very good attributes, whether it's a shot or skating or a brain. But they all seem eager to want to learn, and they've really been impressive with how their work ethic on and off the ice, and it's exciting. It's exciting to see. Lombardi is one of those guys. He's a flyer, and he looks. They all look pretty good. It's exciting.
You talked about the physicality with of the scrimmages. Mo was a guy who was in the middle of a lot of that. I mean, how much of a tone setter kind of is he for you guys in that way?
Yeah, he is. He is. He's a big, he's hard to play against, and I'm thankful he's on our team. I don't like playing against him, and he's strong. He's got a strong stick. He's a strong skater, and you don't really realize it when you're with them, and we see it every day though. I guess I shouldn't say that we don't realize it, but he looks good. He sets the tone physically. I've really been impressed with this camp and the first phase of it. It's refreshing to play games, play scrimmages, get back into game mode, and I think it's probably been one of the better camps in my career. So I'm really pleased with it.
Is it comforting to know that the young guys are ready to step up and need to be? Like, if injuries pile up for you guys can get pulled from Grand Rapids?
Yeah. I mean, we've seen that a lot in the past, and they do such a good job here, and when guys come up, they seem ready, and I know the leaders down here, Shiner and Waddy, and whoever that may be, they always do a great job, and sometimes it's those guys that get called up, and they fit right in, and you can tell that it's just a good organization, good, well-run team down here.
Obviously, the roster hasn't been finalized yet, but how do you expect this year's team to differ from last year's?
Well, I think you see that there's definitely, in my eyes, improvement from within with some of the players, and you see the saves John Gibson made throughout camp. He looks good. So I'm excited about the guys, how everyone looks, the feeling around the team. There's excitement. There's a good mesh, and yeah, good vibe. So I think it's been, like I said, a really good camp.
Really, your first chance to look at Sandro Pellica in person. What are your impressions of him then?
Yeah, he's a smart player, like really smart, and you see the way he moves on the power play, and see how he walks the blue. I've been impressed with how he breaks the puck out. You know, I think he's gotten better every day, and as a young guy coming in, it's difficult, but he's really done a good job. He seems to be pretty level-headed. You know, he doesn't get too high, too low. He just, no matter what happens, he kind of just finds the puck and makes the next play. Whether it gets knocked down, he goes and gets it and tries it again. So I really appreciate that about him.
Elmer, your thoughts on today's game and the environment in the arena?
It was really fun. It was really fun to see all the fans here. Full crowd, so it was unbelievable.
How beneficial is it for you guys to continue ramping up towards regular season with a game like today and then the preseason now coming up?
Yeah, I think it's really good. You know, get the games in here, get the feel of it, get the habits back. So yeah, I thought it looked good.
Elmer, do you have good memories of this place? I mean, was it fun to be back here now?
Yeah, of course. It's a special place. So played a couple games here. So it was yeah, fun to see all the fans again.
I thought of your camp overall as a whole from Traverse City.
I mean, it feels like I've been ramping up a bit. Like feels like pieces coming together more and more. Always a little rusty from the summer with game-wise like habits and stuff like that, and that's why I think it's important for us to get some scrimmage and get some games going. I think that really helped a lot of guys to get into the habits again. So for me personally, I feel like it's just getting better and better.
What do you think of today? Pretty intense?
Yeah, it was intense. I mean, as I said, it feels like we're just getting going and starting to get better and better at these game scenarios. So yeah, looking good.
What did you think of Lombardi's growth and good part of it? Just watching it, being here, and then being able to have the fun of playing with him.
Yeah, he's a great kid. He got a lot of skill and obviously a really good skater. So I think he's just getting better and better every single year. So yeah, it's fun to play with him.
Is there a little bit of a different feeling for you heading into this season after you kind of established yourself last year now?
Yeah, exactly. It felt really good to play some games last year and really show what I could do. So coming in this year feels a little bit more like know what I should do, and yeah, exactly. I know kind of know my role and know what I can bring to the team. So I'm just trying to bring my game and do the things I do good, and just make an impact that way.
Did you and Mo have any words yesterday after that hit into the bench in training camp?
Yeah, I was just not ready for it, and I was fucking too tall to catch myself. So that was fun.
What would you come into camp looking to show, and I guess what's your self-assessment been so far?
Yeah, you know, I thought I had a good off season. I wanted to come to the camp showing that I can play with speed and know that I'm ready for pro hockey.
Must have been a little bit of a confidence boost playing with those two guys the last few days like that.
Yeah, definitely. You know, those guys are great players. You know, they make it a lot easier playing with them, so it's been great so far.
What have you been able to pick up from the veterans, guys like Larkin and Ray?
Yeah, they've been great. You know, their leadership and stuff has been huge. They've been talking to me a lot on the ice, you know, giving me pointers, so, you know, that just shows those two guys who they are.
When you play with those two guys, I mean, what's your objective, basically? Just give the puck back to them? Or, I mean, what's your mind?
Yeah, I mean, you know, they're obviously great players. You want to get the puck in their hands. You know, I think they make me a better player, so I just want to work hard for them and, you know, try to put myself in a good spot for them.
Tom, yesterday, I think you said your camp's been like all gas, like you've just been on the motor the whole way. Like, how much of that was very conscious, and what does it kind of mean to hear that from him?
Yeah, it's great to hear that from him. You know, obviously my game, I like to play fast. And, you know, I think I came into camp in pretty good shape, so that's good to hear.
And this season, when you're into to get stronger as well this season, how do you feel like you did in the offseason?
Yeah, I thought I had a great program in the off season. I was able to put on 10 pounds this summer, so I feel a lot stronger and more comfortable out there.
Was that your main objective during the summer? Just was strength a big thing, or?
Yeah, strength was obviously a big thing. Speed too. I always wanted to improve my skating, so those two things are definitely the main things.
Do you feel like being here for the Red and White Game training camp has helped you as well with your development?
Yeah, for sure. These are the best players in the world, so getting to go against them in practice and even these games has been great for me.
What did you make of the camp? I mean, a lot of scrimmaging, a lot of live action. How did you get out of that?
It was good. I thought that playing every day raised their competitive juices a little bit. I thought for the most part it was a very competitive camp, and we've asked guys to give us their best. Show us why you need to be in the NHL, why leave a calling card, and some of the guys have. Some of the guys, we'll see in the exhibition here how it's going to play out. But I think that for the most part, first 4 days have been very successful.
Are you a big scrimmage guy, Alex? I mean, do you think that gets the player more into the?
I think so, because what those players do in the summertime is they play summer hockey, so there's no stopping, there's not really that motion. So once you get in games, you get in tight spaces, you get your feels back. So it's important for our players to get their feels back, to get their legs back, to get bumped a few times, to know what it feels like again. So for that, the playing is very important.
For you with the power play and how good the unit's been, you go into an off season, how much do you try to adjust it? Do you try to just let it go until it's kind of?
Well, we're going to be an adjustment because there's no 2 years that are the same. It's not because we've had success last year that it guarantees us having success this year. So we're going to reestablish our basis, reestablish the consistency that we need to have with our work ethic, with our predictability, where everybody's at. And we're going to get our guys organized here in the next little bit. We haven't touched it yet, but once we get organized, those guys have responsibilities, and they need to be on par with the task at hand. And if we are, there's talent. Patrick Kane's been successful years on the power play, so I don't see why we're not going to be successful, but we have to be prepared, and there'll be some work that needs to be done before we get there.
Thanks. Dylan, talking about the good vibes around camp right now. How has it been as a staff for you guys to kind of see everything that's been gelling and meshing so far?
It's been good. First, Todd has gotten to establish his priority, and that's his team now. So he's set his priority, set the tone, if you will, for training camp. So it's been good to have our whole staff together for this most part of the summer and the preparation. But also seeing our guys. I think there's some real expectations for us, for our group to grow, and I think that the players we've said a lot of things over the course of the last few years, and now the expectations are you got to put those words into actions. And I think that the first 4 days it's still very early. We haven't played any other teams yet, but guys have been enthusiastic, and we've liked the response that we've gotten so far.
Speaking of goals, Coach, Eisman's talked about developing this team and getting players from the draft and obviously through the minors. Anytime you've been here, how have you seen guys come from Grand Rapids making it back to Detroit? And what do you think of the current roster of guys like Sander Pellicott and Prince?
We've seen growth, there's no doubt. You look at the organization, I mean, I've been here, this is year number 5 for me, but I started with Lucas and Moritz, and you look at the growth that those guys have had. Last year we added Marco to this group, and Marco had tremendous growth from the time we've had him. Almo's been part of this group, Now you see the generation of Danielson, Mazur, Finnie, Nygaard, Axe, on defense. Those guys are coming. I don't know when that time is for them. Only them will dictate when that time happens. They have to earn their stripes. They have to make sure that they're NHL players before they get to play. But we've had growth with our guys. We're excited about their continuation of their getting better on a daily basis. But at this point, they will dictate their spots. There's spots to be had. You have to come in and you have to steal a spot. You have to earn your way in the NHL. There's no medals for everyone in the NHL. You have to earn your ways, and our guys are getting there, and certainly it's exciting for us.
Speaking of Finnie, what did he show you throughout this week?
He probably more than some of the guys, he's brought his best aspect forward. He's a good skater. He's a good puck retriever. He showed that in the games in Dallas. He showed that in the games here, and again tonight. We put him on a good line, and he showed that he was able to retrieve pucks and drive the pace with his speed and his size for a line, and he gave Larkin raised with some touches.
As someone who works with a power play, when you see the creativity that Lombardi and Sandy and Pellick have, you kind of envision what they can do for you in the future?
Absolutely. Those guys, I did not speak about Lumbo earlier, but he's a real prospect. Like he's shown that, over here, what he's done in Grand Rapids, but his speed is a real asset. Is an NHL tool. He's got tools that are NHL-like, and he's going to have to continue his growth. But those guys, absolutely, that we'll see what they do here in preseason. We'll give them opportunities on the power play, and hopefully, in every other situation. But you have to find a niche in the NHL, and those guys, they have tools in certain aspects for sure.
Thanks.
All right.